Hello guys. So Luke was kind of the good cop, so I'm the bad cop here. Okay? Someone's got to do it. So the point of these presentations is to understand all the legal, financial, technical, accountability things. Okay? That you have to go through these 6 months. So about the grant and the contract that you have to sign. Right? You all know you have to sign a contract with us, right? So, well, we're getting an idea to you. We're here right now, right? You arrived this week, and you'll sign the documents, and after 3 weeks, you'll get the notification for the actual legal start of your contract. Okay? Because you'll sign a contract, and that contract will say that the program lasts for 6 months, okay? So that's 24 weeks, okay? That's a bit less than 6 months, okay? That's the period of time that you have to spend the money, okay? The full amount, the 20 million. You have 24 weeks, not more than that, okay? I want to be clear. Then you have the end date of the program, of the contract, and then you'll have at least 2 to 3 weeks to end all the legal things of the contract. Okay? So the first payment comes after the 1 or 2 weeks after you have the legal notification of your contract. Okay? So that's like a month from now. Okay? Because you have to sign the contract, pay for insurance, etc., etc. Have a business, a checking account here in Chile. Okay? And the second payment, the second installment, is going to come after 14 weeks of the program. Okay, that's midway through the program. When you file all the expenses for the first installment, then we review the second installment. Okay? So the program will end around April, May next year. Okay? So about the contract itself, so you'll sign a contract. Okay, and do the ID process. We expect to do that during the first weeks. We have a strike right now in the Registro Civil, and we'll try to work that out in these weeks. Next week, hopefully you can do all the insurance policy and get your bank account. Okay? And then we have this notification. Well, and this day is instead being a notification letter that you're going to receive in your email, okay? And that's the letter that says that your contract started, okay? Then you have your bank account activated, hopefully by the beginning of November, and then the first payment should be arriving to you mid-November, okay? All of you, okay? Because there are people that are going to receive money sooner because they did everything here when they should. People that don't do that when they should, they get the money afterwards. Okay? So try to reply to all the emails that your account executive sent you in order to get this done as soon as possible. Okay? So there are two kinds of contracts that you're going to sign with us. Okay? There's a contract where you use a reimbursement process. Okay? And this process you got the contract formalized, then you spend your own money, and then you file expenses, and then we pay you back. Okay, and you can do this up to 6 times throughout the program. So once a month you can do this with this kind of contract. Okay. And on the other way, which is the way that we all advise you to use. Okay, because it's less paperwork for you, less bureaucracy involved. In this case, you formalize the contract, then you have to pay for insurance, okay? And then we can pay you in advance, okay? These 2 installments. Then you spend the money correctly, and then you file the documents for those expenses, okay? Is understood? Everyone? Yeah? So what's this insurance? Is this an insurance for you guys? No, it's an insurance for us, okay? Because you can get the money, and you can leave the country and leave us here with no money, okay? So we don't want that to happen. So this is an insurance that you have to pay. So if anything happens, if for you have an accident, whatever, you cannot give us the money back, or you did something wrong with the money, like you bought a car, you bought a house, something like that you shouldn't, then we can claim this insurance, okay? And we'll do, and we have done it, okay? So this insurance is like a contract with an insurance company. We do have a relationship with an alliance with an insurance company here in Chile that will give you all these documents in order for you to pay insurance. Okay, the insurance the cost is around this. This cost you can file as an expense for the grant. Okay, it's $800. That's approximately. Okay, for the 20 million. Okay, so this insurance policy, so you can understand exactly what it is. It's a contract between the insurance company and Corfo, where the insurance company will pay for any damages that are incurred by you if you do something wrong with the money. Okay, that's what it is. It's not insurance for you. Okay, so you need to understand that if you do something wrong, it's not that the insurance will cover your money. It's covering our money. Okay. So talking about the budget. So remember that the grant from Start-Up Chile is 20 million. Okay, it's 90% of it. Okay, but you have to put up with the remaining 10%, which is 2 million fraction. Okay. So each installment will pay you 10 million, and then you have to put out the other remaining 1,111,111. Okay? So we keep all this happening with every installment. Okay? And this happens in the same way with the reimbursement. Okay? So if you use a reimbursement, if you find 5 million, okay, 10% of that 5 million will be your share, okay, of the budget. So accountability. So Luke talked a bit about accountability. So I'm the person who is overseeing that you all follow this process correctly, okay? We are not going to be here nagging you about everything, but we need you to be responsible. We need you to communicate any changes on your company, okay? So we can take decisions and help you if we have to, okay? But you need to tell us in advance, okay? So there's one person that you already should know by now is your account executive. Raise your hands, the ones who do not know who's your account executive. You don't know. Have you talked with someone in the program through email? No. No? No?
No, because it was supposed to be in the stage 3 emails and I didn't get this email.
You didn't get it? Okay, well, there's 3 account executives for now. It's Ricardo, Astrid, and Matthias. They were here before, but they had to leave to work. So this account executive is responsible for seeing all the activities that you do. Okay? This account executive will track product, business development, and approve your budget. Okay, so for any expense that you have to ask your account executive. Okay, you don't have a restrictive budget, but you do have to ask in advance for any expense. Okay, so you have to buy equipment, computers, pay a salary to an expert, hire an intern, hire a outsourcing firm. You need to ask in advance to your account executive. Okay? Just an email approving that is everything that you need. Okay? But you need to ask in advance. This account executive will ask for you for goals. Okay? And through the milestones and metrics to follow up with you. Okay? To keep track if you are actually growing, evolving, developing your business. And that's what I talked before. Also, these expenses include activities. Okay, so if you have travel for business, you also have to ask your account executive. As you know, you have mandatory activities here. So if you have travel during pitch day, they'll let you know that that's not possible. Okay, so you have to find a solution with them. Okay, there's also always flexibility, but you need to tell us in advance so we can find a solution, okay? We understand that you sometimes have to travel that exam day because you have the meeting with your investor and you have to do it. So we have to find a solution, okay? But you have to tell us in advance and be transparent about it. So, moreover about this, the founder will provide documents, okay, for the financial accountability, okay? And proof of payment of all those expenses, okay? So we have to have, one thing is the document, the invoice, the legal invoice from that country. So if you have someone from India, you need the legal invoice from India, okay? Not a PayPal invoice, no, the invoice from India, okay? In that case, if the case is that that document is a paper document, we need that paper document. So they'll have to send you that through FedEx or any other way, okay? If it's an electronic document, you'll print that electronic document, okay? In 90% of the cases, there are electronic documents, but just an idea, in most of the countries in Latin America, there are always paper documents, okay? So we need those documents, okay? If you want services from Argentina, from Colombia, from Brazil, they're paper documents, okay? And you need those originals, okay? So these documents are reviewed by your accounting to approve how the money was spent. How? Not the document itself, okay? But how the money was spent. So if you tell me today, hey Ricardo, I have to spend 2 million in outsourced services for the development of the website. Okay, so what's the company? What are they doing? When are they going to deliver the service? Okay, perfect. Then you'll show it. Well, this is the English they send me. Okay, so Ricardo is not going to approve the document itself, but he's going to prove. Okay, the document describes what we talk about. Okay, the service that we talk about. It's not designing the logo. No, it's what we talk about, the development of the website. Okay, that's his job. Okay, then there's another guy, which is, we have also a few financial executives. They need to approve the documents, okay? The documents need to fulfill some minimal requirements, okay? Those minimal requirements are no more than 6 or 7 requirements, are the name of the business, the address of the business, the client name, date, the service description, the amount paid, if there are any tax involved payments, okay? Those are very minimal information that is described in workshops afterwards, okay? So they have to see if those documents fulfills those requirements. If you're hiring a business, paying for services, let's say from China or from, well, whatever region in China, Taiwan, and you have no idea what's the type of document they have to send us, let us know, okay? But because we do know what's the document, okay? We have documents and expenses from more than 100 countries, so we know what's the document they have to send you, okay? But you have to let us know in advance, because if you already pay them and then afterwards they send you the documents and that's not the one that you need, then you get screwed, okay? And we all get screwed because we need to solve this, okay? Because you already spent the money. So please let us know in advance, okay? If you don't know, if you have any questions, just let us know. So afterwards, both executive, the account executive and your financial executive, will work side by side with you to solve any problems that you may have with documents, of proving the payments, etc., etc. Okay? So this is step by step how the financial accountability works. Okay? So in the financial workshop, you'll receive a folder. Okay? This folder is like your most precious thing for the financial accountability. Okay? So the idea is from day one, you start organizing all the expenses that you start doing. Okay? Don't wait until the last day, because it's going to be a problem for you and for everyone else. Okay? If you get to the meeting with nothing ready, that's going to be a problem for you and for everyone else in the batch, okay? Because we have to lose time in your financial accountability that we can use helping others, okay? So remember that. So this will help you to prepare, to file. There you'll have some checklist, things that you have to remember, typical mistakes that you'll have during these things. There are no more than 10 to 15 typical mistakes that you have in the payments or in the invoices, okay, that we already have described in this checklist, okay? So in this report, you will have to submit expenses for at least this amount of Chilean pesos, okay? If you have expenses for more than that, you can also submit those, so that way if anything has a problem, you already reach the goal, okay? So your account executive is your best friend in this process, okay? So use them. Don't wait until the last day, okay? So in the day of your accountability meeting or financial meeting, you'll be required to do your folder with all the expenses, okay? Documentation. So we'll not accept any other document that you're going to bring the day after, okay? You have to bring everything ready for that day. So we do have a criteria, okay? If you reach the RBA, which is like the social impact of the program, okay? So if you have been participating in the program, okay, which Sofia is going to explain you afterwards. If you have 100% attendance to mandatory events, okay, if your account gives you an approval, okay, so the account is going to tell us this guy is actually working, this guy is actually doing their work for developing the company, okay, and if you have a review of the documents and it's okay, a pre-review, then you'll receive the second installment in 1 week or 2 from that. Okay, we'll send the payment right after that. If you fail to meet this criteria, so if you're not working in a company, if you're not going to the mandatory events, if you're not reaching out and doing any impact in the ecosystem, then you'll have to wait until we review every one of those documents and are very sure that you reach the goal of the first installment, okay? And once you turn the documents for review, our financial executive will get back to you with feedback within 5 working days, okay? That's our top market that we have. Normally, this happens in the same day because in the same meeting, you'll review the documents with both your account executive and your financial executive, and you have a clear idea of what you have to solve right there in that time. Okay, but they do have some time if they need some more time to review anything. Okay. So if any documents are rejected, let's say a document or there's no proof of payment for an expense, we'll send you feedback, okay, in an email, and you'll have 2 working days in order to reply to us and say, hey, so I got it and I don't know what it is. Can I go back to the office to talk to you and work it out? Or here's the document, or I already asked for documents from the provider, I'm waiting on you. But we need some feedback from you, okay? We need to know that you understand that there's a problem and we need to solve it, okay? Because if you don't reply in 2 days, we're going to do anything for you, okay? That's your problem, okay? If you want the other part of the money, you have to work for it, okay? So that's why you have to always tell us in advance if you have any question, okay? So once the financial executive approves the complete set of documents and you meet the previous criteria, you will receive the second installment. Okay, second payment. And towards the end of the program, you will repeat this process, okay, for the second installment. Okay, you also have a set date for it. In addition, you will submit a final report on the development of your project throughout the program. Okay, all the activities and the goals that you reach in a very summarized report. Okay, but you need this report. So in the application, you describe the team, right? So you have the beneficiary, which is the team leader, and some team members, right? So there are some people involved in this startup. So the beneficiary or the director of the project or the startup is the person considered as a team leader. Okay, this person, in the terms and conditions and the contract you're going to have to sign, needs to live here for the entire 6 months of the program. Okay, you do have a space for traveling for business. Okay, but you have to live here in Chile for the entire 6 months. Okay, he is legally responsible for the fulfillment of the terms and conditions and the contract, not any team member, the beneficiary. Okay, because he's the one who signs the contract. He's the one responsible for it. Okay, so that's why he's responsible for the financial accountability. Okay, not a team member. Okay, a team member can always play a part and help with the finding the expenses, but the responsible person is the beneficiary. Okay, and the team member, well, they're maximum of 2, the ones that you specified during the application. They're going to also be present in the contract also, and then they can also have expenses for the project. Okay, the beneficiary can pay and have invoices on their name, and also these 2 team members. Okay, specified in the contract. Okay, and there are also experts or interns that you're going to hire in Chile. Sorry, I need some water. Can you help me with some water? Thank you. So experts. So people that are going to work alongside with you here in Chile. Okay, that you're going to have them as an employee. Okay, of you. And the others are interns. Okay, they're students, Chilean or from abroad. Okay, but they all have a permission to work in Chile. Okay, so they need to have a working visa or need to be Chilean. Okay, in order to hire them as experts or interns. Okay.
And how many is the?
There's not a limit. Depends on what you need and
minimum one. Well,
what's the limit on one on how much you can pay them.
No, yes, and how many?
There's not a limit. It's what you need. Well, your accountancy will let you know why you need 10 people for making a logo.
Sure, but is there a minimum?
No, there's not a limit. There's no limit. Okay, it's what you need, what your company needs in order to develop. Yeah. So there's not a limit. What can we pay them? Well, that's the market price. Okay, so if you're going to hire an engineer, well, there's a market price for that engineer. Okay, so that's a discussion, a conversation that you'll have with your accounting. Okay.
And interns, will you provide like a list of universities that we can contact?
Yeah.
And maybe set up like a meet and greet or something? Or?
Yeah, we can do that, or we can help you with the contacts of universities so you can have a direct track with them. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Sorry, but if I'm not a company, can I hire someone?
Sorry?
If I'm not a company, right?
Yeah.
I'm not one person. Can I hire some expert?
Yeah, you can. You can. Yeah, with a contract.
What?
But specifically about that, you're going to have a workshop about this. I'm going to explain about that afterwards. Yeah. That's what. So for these people, you need to have a legal contract. Okay, it needs to be notarized. Okay. Here in Chile, we have these amazing lawyers that charge you just for looking at documents. They're called notaries. Okay, and you have to go through them. Okay, that's legally how it works. Okay, we don't like it, but we have to do it. Okay. So about the financials, okay? So we have 3 different accounts, 3 different kind of expenses, okay? We have investments, operations, and human resources, okay? Inside investments, we have acquisitions, okay? These are durable goods, so computers, equipment, okay? Those kinds of things. Equipment for developing, I don't know, studies in biochemists or whatever, things like those, okay? Durable goods. And the others are any patents related expenses and licenses, okay? Like software license, things like those. And on the other hand, we have operations. There you'll have any housing costs or office costs that you have, travel expenses, product expenses like product development. So if you need any, if you need to buy any other products for developing your own product, okay, and any legal or sources services that you need for development, okay. And in human resources, you have beneficiaries and team member salaries and the salaries for your experts and interns, okay? So this is very important. Most of you, or maybe half of you, already have a company back in your country or in the US or somewhere else, okay? So the contract that you'll sign with us is with a natural person. It's not a company, it's you, okay? It's a person, okay? So we don't reimburse companies, foreign or national. We reimburse you guys, okay? Personals. Yeah?
Doesn't that give problems with tax with the home country of people?
Yeah, so we reimburse companies, okay? No foreign or no national. We reimburse people, okay? If you're spending money from Chile, you have to pay taxes in Chile, okay? And you have to go through those. In the workshop, we'll explain which taxes you have to look for and be sure to attend to, okay? And if you have any question, we'll help you with it, okay? So what it means that we don't pay companies, that the invoices need to be addressed to the client is to be you guys, okay? Not your company, you guys, okay? And you have to pay from your own accounts, not a business account, okay? If you have already done it, that's not good, but we can solve it, okay? Always we can solve it. If it's a invoice, it's an electronic documents, we always can help you to solve those, but please, from now on, don't pay with your bank from your business account, and the invoice needs to go to the name of either the beneficiary or the team members, okay? If you use a bank account from your dad or from a parent, don't do it. You have to pay, okay? Sometimes that happens with paying for your airplane ticket, okay? I know that it happens a lot, so don't do it again, okay? We can solve this if you already did it.
Conrad, one question.
Yeah.
If we already incorporated, and say a company in Ukraine is giving service, and we've signed an agreement as the incorporated company,
Yeah.
then we have to ask them now, start sending invoices to me personally, even though the incorporated company and that company might have a, sometimes you have to sign a 6-month agreement.
But the solution for now is go back to your accounting city, talk about this because it's very specific. You all have companies, maybe you all have things happening
Agreements
like this,
signed, yeah.
agreements, and I understand. So there's always a solution that we can find,
Okay.
but it's very specific. So I don't want to go to those details, but we can work it out. Okay. The idea is that you don't wait to the day that you're delivering and filing the expenses to tell us that. Okay. Tell us these things in advance. Okay. So we can work it out. So for human resources. There's for the beneficiary and the team members that come to Chile, okay, that come and work in Chile, and for the time working in Chile, they have a mandatory, they have a a salary of 450,000 pesos each for each month. Okay, so you have 6 of those for the beneficiary and each of the team members. Okay, so there are some mandatory legal procedures for getting that salary that we are going to work you, help you with that, and you have all the details in the workshop. Okay, so don't worry about that right now. We're going to have the details next week. Talking about outsourcing and acquisition, okay, of durable goods, so computers, equipment, okay. So if any of those services or goods that you're going to buy go over this figure, okay, which is around this number or maybe less with the dollar going up now, you always need quotes, okay, from different providers, okay, and we need those quotes, okay, because you need to be sure that you're paying the right price, okay, for the service. That's normal, okay. So if you have any question about how this quote needs to be, normally it's a report. With the minimal information is the information that you'll have in an invoice, okay, describing the service, the timeline, when you're going to get the deliverables, things like those. Yeah.
Are pre-approved suppliers, for example, companies who previously worked with Start-Up Chile members?
Sorry?
Other like pre-approved suppliers, for example,
Yeah.
outsourcing companies who previously worked with Start-Up Chile members already?
No, there's no pre-approved. You have to always have these quotes. This doesn't mean that we're going to just accept the minimum, the offer, which is the cheapest offer. Okay, you always have to talk with your accountant. Hey, I want to choose these guys. They're they're not the cheapest, but we need those because they're best. You have to work that out with your accountant. You have to give us the reasons. Yeah.
Is translation necessary? Well, is English quotes necessary from the bidders, or we can just show quotes in native language like Russian or Ukrainian or whatever?
They need to be in their native language, in the language or the document itself, how it was issued to you. If we need, we'll ask you for a translation, okay? But you give us that to us because we trust you, okay, in that. And remember, there's some taxes related to outsourcing services, okay? This tax for outsourcing goes from 10 to 30% in some cases, okay? So if you're already searching for services for outsourcing, take a look at this, okay? Because sometimes it goes up to 30%, which is a lot, okay? And we have to make sure that if you're filing those expenses, that you actually pay for those taxes. Okay, so any business travel or during the 6 months stay in Chile also needs a pre-approval. Okay, I just wanted to remind you, these are the 3 things that you always need an email confirmation for your accounting. Okay, hey Ricardo, I need to travel for 2 weeks to meet investors and clients in San Francisco. Okay, that's approved. Okay, if you don't have that, we'll have problems. Yeah.
Anticipation do you recommend, for example, to file a travel?
Well, depends. Depends on the urgency, right? But as soon as you know you have to do it, as soon as you are planning to do it, you have to let us know, okay? Because if you start planning, then you have the restriction from your account activity, then that's not good for you, okay? So you'll have a first meeting with your account executive and someone else from the team, maybe it's Luke, me, or Rocio. Will you let us know what's your plan for these 6 months? So you should let us know right there, hey, I'm planning to do at least 2 or 3 business travels during the first 4 months, okay? Okay, that's great. And so afterwards you'll send us the details of the travel, okay? So housing costs, okay? This is inside operations. So you have a budget for housing costs, and this budget you can include the rent, any building maintenance fees, like here it's called gastos comunes, okay, and the utilities, okay. No cable TV, We don't pay cable TV. Sorry. Okay.
Nobody watches it.
Nobody watches. They say
Netflix?
Netflix. Yeah. No, not Netflix. Sorry. Just. Sorry.
What's about internet?
Yeah, internet. Yeah, that's inside the utility. Yeah, that's that you include the internet inside office cost. Okay, because you're mainly going to use internet for working, right? Yeah. Not for Netflix. So internet is okay. No cable TV. No DirecTV. Okay. So in these first weeks, most of you are going to be getting an apartment, signing a lease. Okay, so be sure that this contract needs to be notarized. Okay, so you'll have to go to the notary office to sign it. Okay, so they approve that's your actual signature. Okay, if you don't have this notarized, you cannot. We cannot accept that contract. Okay, that lease. Okay, so if you have any questions about the contract, let us know. Send us a document. This is a document, Ricardo. Is it okay? Okay. Do I have to add something? Do I have to get rid of something? Okay. Are they screwing me with this contract? We can tell them. Yeah. In the back, sorry.
Yeah. Do you have a list of notaries that speak English?
Sorry?
Do you have a list of notaries that speak English?
No. No, you have to work that out. But we can pay you for Spanish lessons, I think. Some.
Sorry, you speak about rental contract, but employees contract, we must do in a notary?
Sorry? The what?
The employees?
Yeah, also the notary. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All contracts that you have in Chile, they need to be notarized. If they're foreign contracts, that's not necessary. We just need a photocopy. Okay. If it's a contract in Chile, we need it signed, original, stamped by the notary. Okay. Yeah.
What's the time frame for response for the review of contracts? Like I sent my rental contract today, but I need to sign it on Monday. Is there enough time?
From us, like
Yeah.
feedback from us?
Yeah.
Well, we expect to give you feedback in the same day or
Same day.
afterward, but because normally we detect issues right away. Okay, just when you see it, because we know what are the things that we have problems with. Okay, so we'll let you know. Okay, depends if it's a one-page contract or it's a 200 pages contract, but we want to give you feedback as soon as we can. Yeah.
Don't we pay with cash the contract, the rental contract?
Yeah, so that's what it's here. So the payments for the rest must be done as agreed upon in the contract. So if the contract says that you have to pay the first day of the month in cash, you have to do it. Don't pay with a wire transfer. Don't pay in the bank. If the contract says that you have to pay Señora María in cash, you have to pay Señora María in cash. Okay? Not with a wire transfer, no to her cousin or to her mother. Okay? María needs to be paid. Okay? That's very important. Okay? Because half the times the contract is made by someone who's not the actual owner, is an agency, and they say the payment goes to the owner, but actually then after a month they say, no, just pay me, just pay the agency and I'll pay the... No, you cannot do it. You have to pay that person, which is specified in the contract. Okay? We don't advise you to pay in cash, never. Okay? If it's a small, if it's a small sum of money, it's okay. If you pay something in the shop down the corner, it's okay. It's understandable. But if you're paying an expert, if you pay outsourcing services, if you pay lawyers, big services, don't use cash. Okay? Because we cannot have track of that. Okay? Use wire transfer. Use your credit card, use your debit card, okay? Yeah.
So all these documents, these invoices, do they have to relate to our Chilean persons or RUD? Or no? It doesn't
Not
matter?
necessary, it depends. Sometimes they'll ask you, the provider, they'll ask you for your RUN or your root, but most of the times you don't have to use that. Just your name.
Guys, it's the same.
Just your name. Yeah. Yeah.
Could the contract be signed by any of the team members or just by the
One of the team members. Yeah. Not one specific. Yeah.
Following the question, what happens if the rent contract is in the name of a team member, but the one receiving the money is actually the team leader? Who pays?
No, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
Whoever.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But one of the team members or the manager. Yeah.
So, my owner, he has actually asked me to transfer to his bank account, but I don't have a bank account in Chile yet. How, let's say, if I do it with...
Well, you can always do an amendment to the contract, okay, in the last page, and to fix that up, okay, and or maybe change it in the contract. Tell him, hey, for now I can just pay in cash. So for now, let's work that out in contract, okay? But that needs to be specified in the contract, in the initial contract or in an amendment.
So can I transfer it from previous generation startup friends or something? So from their account?
No. It needs to be your account. Yeah.
How certain you are that we'll have root and bank account by November?
You still are going to do the bank account today?
Given the strike, we
Yeah.
probably do not have root.
We don't have a clear.
I mean, if I do a contract now, I'll need to know do I pay from bank account that I don't have.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, but we have to work that out, and not just me is that working on that. The Ministry of Economics is working on that because it's a problem. If we don't solve this, the problem is done. So we have to work it out. Okay,
and
so
just like, is it better to fix now for a contract that I do first payment in cash and not in
yeah,
transfer?
it's better because if you have normally the first payment, you'll do it the same day that you sign the contract in the notary office. You pay for the first month and always some guarantee month, like an advance payment.
Okay.
Yeah. So normally that happens in cash. So that needs to be inside the contract. So it's always detailed there. Yeah. So expenses that are not applicable are any agent's fees for looking for the apartment and the rent guarantee. So that payment in advance for the rent. Yeah.
We look for contracts that are already in process. If you have an ongoing contract with someone, an agency or an individual where you're paying, and you want to claim some of those expenses, you need to have the three quotes because
It depends. It depends. We have to look at the exact because it's a very specific service. So I don't know. It depends on what documents you have, what's the kind of service, how much are you paying them. So it depends on a lot of things. So I don't want to give you an answer right now. Wait for the workshop or let your accounting team know in advance. Yeah. So afterwards we'll have open questions. So just give me a minute. We're just at the end. So this is the budget that you have for the housing costs. Okay. So if you're one person in team, is there a team that is just one person here? Okay, a lot of you. But one person in the application. Just in the application. You just okay. So you have, I'm sorry for you guys. You just have this budget, okay? It's a bit less. Huh?
It's already done.
Yeah. And if you're more 2 or 3, this is the budget, okay? This is the budget is a weekly budget, and this is the round figure for the month, and this is the total amount for the 6 months, okay? Just to give you an idea, this is the how you can understand this in US dollars. Yeah.
Do we need to get it approved by the accounting executive?
What?
The amount we're paying for the rent?
No. If you pay more than that, it's okay. You will pay you this budget amount, okay?
And we pay the difference.
Yeah. It's no problem. There's no problem with that.
Is rent here normally paid in dollars or Chilean pesos? The contracts will
If
be?
you have a contract, normally it's paid in Chilean pesos.
Okay, good.
Yeah. For the people that are right now staying in a hostel or in a hotel, you can pay in US dollars sometimes, and they give you an invoice in US dollars. A Chilean invoice in US dollars, and that's okay. That's normally what happens in hostels where they have foreigners that don't have Chilean pesos. Okay? So just following what Luke talked about, so always prepare your meetings in advance and be on time, guys. Okay? Please don't arrive more than 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later. Okay? If you have any problem, let us know. Hey, I'm running late. I have this problem, but let us know. Okay? And be on time. Okay? We know that you have precious. Your time is precious for you. We all also do that. Okay? Because we have to use this time as much as we can. So just remember, you have to go through the intro day next Monday. Pitch day is the beginning of February. Milestone meetings. Okay, you'll have the first milestone meeting to set your goals for the 6 months in 2 weeks from now. Okay, and you'll have the financial workshop next Tuesday. Okay. We'll send you the information, we'll upload the information in the drive that you have about the financial workshop, where it is, which time is, what's my time for the meeting. Okay? And remember that you need to have a pre-review on financial documents, so you're sure you're getting the money. Okay? The second installment. And remember that your accounting needs to approve that you're developing, developing the company in order to get the second installment. Okay? Thank you guys. Any questions? We're going to a break right now.